Bring us in, baby. We ready.
Man, yo. Hey, man, we back at it again. It's another Saturday, another fresh Saturday morning. Uh, we going for the gusto. Man, Sam, what you got going on, man?
Hey man, we going for the gusto, man. I'm getting my paper together. You know what I'm saying? I got some things for y'all to, get ready to examine over here. Hey, listen now. On the paper.
I don't know who worse. I don't know who worse. Either it's you or Frog. I don't know who worse.
Man, listen. It ain't me.
Yo, shout out to Way Too Cool, man.
Wait. Hey, way too cool. We holding it down for you, aka Anthony Hamilton. We got you, my boy.
Lord. All right, fellas. So we got good old college Saturday. Well, there's no college football, so I guess you got find something to talk about. I guess. So I saw a interesting graphic. It was the top 10 schools that had the most draft picks since 2000. So when we look at the list, you got Ohio State, Alabama, LSU, Georgia, Florida, Miami, USC, Florida State, Oklahoma, and Michigan. So those are the top 10 teams, the top 10 schools that had the most draft picks since 2000. So Ohio State got 31 first rounders, Alabama got 39, LSU got 21, Georgia got 25, Florida got 25, Miami got 32, USC got 24, Florida State got 25, Oklahoma got 16, and Michigan got 17. So those are just first rounders. Because I know some people be like, "Oh, that's only 17 first rounders. They're not top 10." But like when you count the overall, they'll withstand the test of time. Top 10, top 10, top 10. So we all picked two teams with some select players that that's notable. We got honorable mentions. We got players. I got players on the list who didn't go first round, but they were highly successful in college. They went to do something in the NFL. They either in their school's Hall of Fame, in the college football Hall of Fame, ring of honor, whatever special. Y'all know what I'm saying. It's whatever special organization or part of this school that's that's notable. So we're gonna get this started. Rick, your first two out of the top 10
My first two
teams.
Oh, so look, so y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I broke a lot of rules today, but that's all right. We just gonna rock with it because we just gotta rock with it. So I had Michigan and then I had Texas. I know Texas isn't on the list, but hey, man, you know what I'm saying? We gotta rock with it. I'm gonna talk about Michigan first. Let me see. So Michigan, the first player I want to bring up is Jake Long. Jake Long,
American Dragon.
Yeah, you know that. You know that. But no, Jake Long been solid. He was clearly the best tackle when he was at Michigan. He came out number 1 overall pick. And then even when he got to the league, he was still solid. He was just on a bad team, which happens most of the time when you're the number 1 overall pick. You go to a bad team.
But you got a long career though.
Right. So, but he was solid through and through. You can't take nothing away from him because he was, for his last 2 years at Michigan, he was clearly the best tackle in college football. I brought up Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham he was not very, very stout at Michigan. He was a decent player, but his impact significantly rose once he got to the league. He's a big contributor for the Eagles winning a Super Bowl, and he's still on their team contributing now. So shout out to Brandon Graham. I got Larry Foote and Lamar Woodley because they both ended up being Pittsburgh Steelers, and they won the Super Bowl together. But people forget Larry Foote won Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year in 2001.
Hey, did he win that with his right foot or left foot? Never mind.
I don't know. That's a good question because I couldn't tell you. But shout out to Larry Foote and Lamar Woodley. I put them together because they ended up going to the same team. Lamar Woodley was highly scouted coming out of Michigan because he had like a 14 sack season his last year before he came to the league. Shout out to both of them boys. They did good things in college and went on to the league. And so I'm gonna hit y'all with the big ones. I know everybody's really waiting on. Everybody want me to bring up Brady, who played terrible in college, but you saw what happened to him in the league. Give him credit for working, getting better. 6th-round draft pick. He only completed 61% of his passes when he was at Michigan. Never threw for 3,000 yards. It was just, he was kind of a duck, but he came in there with that chip on his shoulder and got better, and now he's who he is. Got to bring up Desmond Howard.
Yeah, Heisman winner.
Desmond Howard was the best college football player the year he won the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he won it.
Mm-hmm.
He dumbed out at Michigan. He didn't really do much in the league. He was on my squad a couple years. He bounced around. He did have 1,000-yard receiving season in the league. He did one, so you gotta let's clap it up for that. At least he got one, but he didn't do much. And so I'm gonna pass it to one of y'all, because when I get to my Texas boys, I'm gonna get long-winded. So my honorable mention: you can't talk about Michigan without talking about the only defensive player to win the Heisman. You know what I'm saying? For y'all was that know me, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, granddaddy.
Charles Woodson the third, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, granddaddy.
Yo, man, shout out to Charles Woodson. Y'all, Charles Woodson is an honorable mention because obviously he got drafted before 2000, but you can't have any Michigan list without bringing up number 2 at Michigan. Only defensive player to win the Heisman in the history of college football. One of the best seasons ever. And we saw when he went to the league, he's a Hall of Famer. He was on the latest ballot, so he's about to go in. So shout out to Charles. So go ahead, Bartholomew. I'm gonna pass it to you, and then I can come back round to Texas.
Hey, check this out real quick. I got 2 schools.
Look at me, he getting the papers together now. All right. He think he's Shannon Sharp this morning. Okay.
Listen, it's right here, Skip. It's right here. I got Miami and I got Alabama I'm going to discuss. Hey, I'm going to be real brief with you real quick because I'm going to let y'all know how it go. Hey, my first rounder, 9-time Pro Bowler, 2004 Defensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl champion, 47 from Miami. Give it up for your boy, Ed Reed. Give it up for your boy, Ed Reed. Hey, y'all know Ed Reed was a headhunter. So, yeah. That boy was knocking.
Still watching YouTube stories about him today. Still watch his YouTube stories, man.
Come on now.
Hey yo, and hey, by the way, shout out to Ed, man. Them boys shouldn't have did him like that at
Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah, they ain't did the man.
Nasty
right.
man, nasty work.
Nasty work. Also, doggone your first rounder, 13-time Pro Bowler, NFL 2000 Defensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl 35 and 47, MVP of the Super Bowl in 35. Who I'm talking about, y'all? Who I'm talking about? Ray.
This is a man's game.
Ain't no way. The man done cheat. We said since 2000, the man had to take it back. The man cheat.
I did cheat a little bit. I went back to 1999, but he on the cusp because you got to get over on 2000. You got to get
the cusp.
You got to get over on 2000.
Boy, talk about the cusp. Telling people in them EBT line, boy, can't look at the EBT. You might be on the cusp, but you aren't gonna get them.
They must be trying to get the crab cheese, knowing they got to get the store brand cheese. But we ain't gonna talk about it.
We ain't gonna talk about it.
All right, listen. All respect due and all respect honorable Sean Taylor. He was drafted to the Redskins. You know what I'm saying? Sadly, it was 4 seasons, and he played 4 seasons until the death occurred. But he was a 2-time Pro Bowler for 2 of those seasons in 2006 and 2007, and was an All-American in 2003. So, hey, check this out, man. Sean Taylor was definitely producing out there on that field. And he won the BCS National Championship in 2001. So, let's give it up for your boy, Sean Taylor. You already know.
Rest in peace to the GOAT. Y'all boys, man. 2-1, man. 2-1 all day, every day.
For real. Let's do it. And also, we're going to transition to Alabama. Now, I'm going to mention this name. Because after I say what I say, everybody that watching gonna know who he is. This man was a NFL Offensive Player of the Year in 2020, two-time NFL leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, and he's a Heisman winner. Alabama, we got your boy Derrick Henry. You already know. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
People playing against Derrick Henry today, man. Them boys stacking the box, beating them down, doing what they got to do, and we're making it happen. So that's how we go about that. Also, man, I got your boy that was a first rounder, was drafted to Atlanta. Atlanta sucks. I'm gonna say it again. Atlanta sucks. But he was a
Hey, say that to that man face when he get back. How about that?
I know you watching. Atlanta sucks. Hey, hey, listen. First round, the 7-time Pro Bowler. He led the NFL in receptions in 2015, and he also was a BCS champion in 2009. Let's give it up for your boy Julio Jones. You know what I'm saying? Julio Jones. We're gonna give it up for him. Hey,
Julio!
Currently playing with the lose your wife, lose your kids quarterback over there in Tampa Bay. Oh,
lose your wife, lose your kids. Lord have mercy.
We can't do that. Hey, edit that. We can't do that. So, my bad, Tom. My bad.
Go ahead, man.
My bad, Brady. My bad. Dang, boy, you sucking in college and you sucking in life. Amari Cooper, also from Alabama. 4-time Pro
Man,
Bowler.
say he's sucking college, he's sucking at life.
Shots fired.
Come on, man. We got to give Amari Cooper his props now. Let's give Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you like this way too cool. I know you like what I'm about to get ready to say. This man was a 4-time Pro Bowler, BCS, national champion, of course. And he was the SEC Offensive Player of the Year back in 2014. And he had back-to-back 1,000 yards in his rookie and sophomore year. Hey, give it up for your boy, Amari Cooper. Hey, that's all I have for you for my two teams. There's plenty more to go around, plenty more cookies to share, but I'm going to just keep it right there, plain and simple. You know how we rock it.
The man said cookies to share. But anyway, it's my turn. It's my turn.
It's your turn, bro.
All right. So, Rick was real disrespectful. He didn't even say nothing but Denard Robinson, but that's all right.
Man.
Keep
transitioning. The shoelace wonder. We ain't worried about all that.
All right. So at first team, I got Florida. I'm strictly going back to 2010. We talking about the F boys of college football. You got Tim Tebow, the pastor. You got the Pouncey twins. Or you got Cam Newton. Oh no, wait. He already had transferred, but don't worry, he get honorable mention. You got
Percy.
Yeah, you got Hey. That team right there, you can just pull anybody. You got Percy. You got Percy that came out the year before. You got
No, hey, bro, I'm glad you said that too, because they go back to Bartholomew. what he should have said is take the whole 01 Miami team.
Yeah, really. You can take that whole
Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, Jeremy Shockey,
you can take
Jonathan Vilma, Entree Roll.
Hey, that was an unfair team. Hey, that team
is so stacked.
That's an unfair team, bro. That's an unfair team. Can you imagine, like, me lining up on the other side? Like, dang, I got to play against these boys. Y'all boy
but hey, man, but that Florida Gators team, that was a team that lost 2 games to start of the season, and then Tim Tebow was like, yo, we ain't about to lose the rest of the season, and we go win the championship. How about that? And guess what they did? Clean sweep after that. Did what they had to do. So, you got Tim Tebow, Heisman winner, was the youngest Heisman winner at the time. 3-time All-American first team, 3-time All-SEC first team. Maxwell Player of the Year, all the awards, all the accolades. First round pick, went to Denver. Joe Hayden, 2-time first team All-American, number 1 cornerback in his class. Defensive Player of the Year, like all the accolades. The Pouncey twins, they were like first and second for best interior lineman. You got Percy Harvin, he was Biletnikoff. Award finalist.
Yeah.
Them years.
I think he was a runner up. I think he ran runner up, so he was like
He had didn't he lost to Michael Crabtree.
sound about right.
Yeah.
Fact check.
Or Dez
I
Bryant.
thought it was Dez
One of
Bryant.
them.
Hey, but no, fact check
Hold
that.
on.
Fact check that. Fact check that.
I will. I got you. I can do it.
All right. So, man, we all know about the bad boys of Florida, but then we about to get to the U, the prestigious, the Ohio State University. The Ohio State. Hey, man.
Hey, Justin Blackman won
Justin Blackman won that year?
in 2010.
Hold on, wait, so Crabtree had won the year before or the year after?
Crabtree ain't. You know, in 09, it was Golden Tate.
My life is a lie.
Crabtree was 08, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, you got to take it back even further. All right, so Ohio State, in a well-known recent history, the boys have players going out first round, back to back. So, like last year, you had Garrett Wilson went 10, Olave went 11. In 2020, Chase Young went second, Jeff Okuda went third. 2016, Bosa went third, Ezekiel Elliott went fourth. They had 5 first-round selections that year. Like them boys just been cranking it out, so I'm gonna keep taking it back, way back in the past. 07. Y'all got any idea from 07? Who I can talk about? Who I talking about? Mr. Speed.
Yeah, I knew.
Mr. Speed himself.
Mr.
Hold
Speed.
on. Terrell Pryor? No, you said
You said 07.
Yeah. Came out in the draft in 07. This is the only first round selection.
in 07.
Mr.
No, you gotta tell me.
Mr. Speed himself.
Mr. Speed.
World class. Elite.
He was the fastest. He ran the fastest 40 or something.
No. He didn't, but he ran a 4.43.
4.43.
Mr. Speed himself.
Mr. Speed himself.
Nah,
Y'all ain't gonna get it. Man, Ted Ginn Jr., man. Shoot. Shoot.
Mr. No Hands. That's what you meant to say.
You ain't say that. You said
That's how you had to
you
say.
had to say I can run the fly, but I can't catch him.
Hey, y'all might be talking about all that trash, but guess what? He's Swiss Army knife. He had hands. He had a little bit of hands. He had feet and he had legs because he had them punt returns been on lock. Them kick returns been on lock. When he ran that deep ball, when he ran that deep route, when he finally caught him, it was on lock. Out of the backfield, it was on lock. Come on now. 3-time first team All-American. 3-time.
Bro, why you lying?
Back to back to back to back. The man came out of school as a corner and went to receiver. Shoot.
Well, that kind of explains the hands, though.
Then I got my second player, my favorite Ohio State player, Braxton Miller, man.
Braxton Miller was
When he came out, he was sitting behind Josh Rosenberg. He got his start with Urban Meyer. When Urban Meyer came to the team the next year, exploded. He was a Heisman finalist. He was in 5th place in 2012. They went 12-0, but they had a postseason ban, so they couldn't even play in the Big Ten championship. They couldn't even play in the national championship game, and they were ranked number 1. So, like, by those projections, they was going to win the Big Ten championship, and they could have won the national championship. That would have cemented Braxton Miller's legacy at Ohio State even further. But he had to switch to wide receiver in like 2014. That's when we saw JT Barrett. What's the other quarterback name? JT Barrett. Let me know down in the comments. I know I'm missing is 2 people because he got hurt. He had tore his rotator cuff in his throwing shoulder.
That wasn't that the year with
in 14.
big dude
Cardale Jones. No, that happened 2 years later.
Okay.
Cardale had won a championship in 16, and then JT Barrett won it in 14. You sponsored by
Yeah.
All right.
Sooner or later.
Hey, but we all know once you've been playing that NCAA, that F-wing speed read, that read option, you ain't been stopping that. That man had 94 speed.
Yeah, you
And
couldn't do nothing
cause
about it.
in Madden, it wasn't a 94 speed, bro. It was a 96. Put some respect on that.
And you said Madden. I'm talking NCAA, boy.
Oh,
You talk about NCAA.
it was 94
That man been
NCAA.
yeah, boy. As soon as
You know
they
what? They be
had
cheating your stats in NCAA though, because yeah, bro. If you put me in NCAA, my catching radius should be at 98.
You
all
gonna
right,
be you gonna be the impact player.
Yeah, but they're gonna put
ain't
me at a
no way.
70. They're gonna put me at a 70.
Go ahead.
Man, go ahead, man. But those are the two because he was like Big Ten MVP from 2012 2013, Big Ten Offense Player of the Year 2012 2013, all Big Ten first team 2012 2013. But he tore his rotator cuff in his throwing shoulder, so he couldn't throw the ball no more. Like he literally the cuff was so badly torn. They said, "Yo, you can't even throw a football no more." So you gotta switch to receiver.
Yeah.
But hey man, but that's all I had. You know, I'm gonna kick it back to the Texas honorable mentions. Even though he cheat, but go ahead.
I cheated. Hey, y'all can call me. Y'all say, hey man, he cheating in the comments. Don't worry about it, because it's Texas. We here. We about to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Texas is my team, a long time fan. So it's just a couple of people I gotta mention. So I'm gonna just get some people out the way real quick. You know, shout out to Colt McCoy. You know what I'm saying? He took us to the national championship in 2011. He was smart enough to get out the game. We could have beat Bama. All y'all Bama fans, roll tide, that's fine. But hey, he left the game in the first quarter, and the game was close because he knew he was going to the NFL. So you can't be mad at that. Shout out to Cedric Benson, Cedric Benson was a workhorse back at Texas. People don't remember Cedric Benson because he ended up going to the Bengals. Once he got to the Bengals, you know, he still played good for the Bengals, but the Bengals was the Bengals around that time for him, and nothing he could really do about it. And then, so now let me get to my three people that I picked. So I'm gonna do the same thing. You kind of did, Cheese, so I'm gonna start this way and come backwards. First and foremost, shout out to my boy, another name for sack, Brian Orakpo. Man, listen, people got to put some respect on Brian Orakpo. Brian Orakpo was a beast at Texas. He was All-American his last two years there. His final season, he had 15 sacks, I believe. Went to the league, ended up on Washington, which was my dream. The man did his thing for us at Washington, made the Pro Bowl, tore his pec, then tore his other pec, and then we had to let him go. And then he ended up having like a 12 sack season with the Titans or something. But y'all for y'all who old enough, y'all remember those commercials where the man say, "Hey, Orakpo, what does that mean?" Another name for sack. Remember that. So we got to shout out to Brian Orakpo. You go back one year earlier. Shout out to Earl, who was the consensus best safety coming out of college when Earl Thomas was there, and also a couple other people I should have mentioned, Michael Huff and Michael Griffin.
Michael Huff? I haven't heard that name in so long.
Yeah, that was my guy. But Earl was definitely the consensus best safety coming out of that class. He went in the first round. He was the first one drafted to turn around that Seattle defense. Everybody know the Legion of Boom. Everybody want to talk about Richard Sherman. Listen to any Richard Sherman interview. Listen to any Cam Chancellor interview. It was like none of that happens without Earl being back there in the center. Earl is one of the best center fielders of this generation. So shout out to Earl. Everybody know, if you a Texas fan, if you at least 25 or older, if you've been around a while, everybody know who coming up next, man. Shout out to Vince Young, boy. If you're a Texas fan, you know Vince Young got cheated out of the Heisman to Reggie Bush. I don't care what nobody says. Like, man, but look at Reggie's stats. You know what we had? You know what Texas had to do? We had to go to the national championship and prove it, and that's what the man did.
Hold on, Reggie. Ain't something happened with Reggie Heisman? Never mind.
This man can't be stopped today. He can't be stopped today. Man, yo, but listen.
I ain't about to get him back, though.
No, yeah, I saw that too. But hey, shout out to Reggie, who If any of us had USC on our list, of course Reggie would have been there. Matt Lyon. That team was super stacked. Nobody gave Texas a chance, and we went in there. Vince Young handled business. He was by far the best player on the field that day, and he cemented that Longhorns team as one of the top 5 greatest college football
that's
teams
facts.
of all
That's
time.
facts.
Because, like, you got. I don't want to get into the weeds of it, but of course you got the 01 U team and that Bama team in 09. But Texas is definitely somewhere up there should be up there on everybody's list because of Vince Young. And my one honorable mention, just because he was kind of on the cusp. I ain't gonna go back to the history.
We going back on the cusp.
Man, bruh. But when I say this, it's not by respect. Ricky Williams, bro.
Oh,
Come on.
come on.
Come
Give him
on.
that one now.
Talk about himself.
Give him that one.
Talk about himself now.
Okay, no, not a man. I was talking about.
Hey,
listen,
give him that
Ricky
one. Queso, give him that
Williams,
one.
bro.
Give him that one.
Ricky Williams was by far and away the best running back in college football the 2 years he started at Texas. It was crazy. Everybody wanted Ricky. He was on everything. He won the Heisman so easy. I think like the only reason he wasn't unanimous because like whoever was behind him got like 1 vote.
Yeah, I would say he was missing 1 vote, 1 first place vote.
Right. He was by far and away the best player. Ricky was dominant. He came to the league. His first year he couldn't get it right.
He signed
Then
the dumbest
became
contract
dominant
in the
again.
world, but
Well, that too. But he got to the league. He was dominant again, but then he couldn't stop. He couldn't put the reefer down, so he had to leave. And then he came back, and them boys started running that Wildcat down in Miami. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of got back on his house. So Ricky would have 100%, if he never got kicked out the league, been a Hall of Famer. He's enshrined in Texas, right up there next to Earl Campbell for greatest running backs to even come through the program. So shout out to Ricky. That's my last honorable mention. So that's all I got for y'all boys.
all right. Well, we had a couple more teams other than the 6 that we named. So it was LSU. It was LSU, USC. We mentioned a little bit about USC. It was Florida State, Oklahoma, Georgia. I mean, that LSU team, that 2019 team, Burrow, Jefferson,
That speaks for itself.
Chase,
Clyde
it was Aaliyah. And we go back in time.
Clavon Chishon.
Oh, Clavon Classon.
Yeah.
You got Jamal Adams.
Oh, and shout out to Patrick Queen. He was on that team too. He don't get a lot of love.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick.
So you got Leonard Fournette, Jamal Adams, Patrick Peterson,
Honey Badger.
You got big man that been in the middle. I said his name earlier. Glenn Dorsey.
Oh, Glenn Dorsey. Swagoo, Ryan Clark.
Shoot, all of them.
There was there too though.
Shoot, Georgia. You got Matthew Stafford, Barcarius
AJ.
Mingo. You got AJ Green, Noshawn Marino.
Hey, AJ, shout out to Charleston, man. Holding it down.
Who else for Georgia? You got Nick Chubb. The name's not coming to me. Sam not even helping me out. Lead Jesus, Lord.
I hate when I have like my brain doesn't function that fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Soren. Soren.
He would have known.
Put your list in the chat. Do that.
Shoot, Oklahoma. You got CeeDee Lamb, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. That's in recent years. You got
That's recent.
You got who?
I'm trying to think who been on Oklahoma back in the day.
You got
they had some people.
You got Jason White. Yeah, he won the Heisman in 01. You got
I feel like it's a lot of people from Oklahoma, but I can't think.
Yeah, it's a lot of receivers. Like
it's a lot of receivers from Oklahoma, and I cannot get my mind.
They got linebackers too. They got a lot of linebackers in the league, and I don't think people know they went to Oklahoma.
Hey, it's a lot of players that, bro. I swear, every time you know how like the game come on and they be like the players introduce themselves at the bottom. I swear, at least 3 people on offense and on defense from Oklahoma.
Like,
Like Scoop Bar, Oklahoma University.
You know,
What? Like what?
it bothered me. I gotta look it up. It bothered me too bad.
Man, all right. Well, while you looking it up, what's the say the other teams for us?
You got you got Florida State. So you got Florida State, and you got USC.
All right. Well, I'll touch on UFC. They had Matt Leinart. They had Sam Bradford. Yeah, Sam Bradford.
No, that was Oklahoma. Sam Bradford was Oklahoma.
Sam Bradford from Oklahoma. That's who it been. What's the quarterback I thinking of?
You got Marquise Lee. You got
Matt Barkley.
Yeah, Matt Barkley. Marquise Lee. Reggie Bush, backup running back.
Oh, Clay Matthews. That's who's on that team.
Was AJ Hawk? Did AJ Hawk go there?
I feel like AJ Hawk either went there or AJ Hawk went to Iowa or something. But he might have been on that team though. No, AJ Hawk going to Ohio State.
That's him. Yeah. I knew I saw that name somewhere around here.
And then for Florida State is Jameis,
Kelvin Benjamin,
Jalen
Ramsey. I want to
honorable mention Dion. Honorable mention.
Honorable mention Dion.
Photo Dion. Photo.
Kelvin Benjamin.
My boy Photo.
Dalvin Cook. The kicker. Blankenship? Not Blankenship.
No.
I mean, that could be.
Blankenship?
No, it wasn't Blankenship.
Bro, don't tell me that.
He went to say he's like the number one kicker in Florida State history.
Okay. Florida State definitely got some more people.
Blanking out on names right now. But no, I went back. I got the Oklahoma names. You got Orlando. So going back to Oklahoma, I got Orlando Brown, Mark Andrews, Joe Mixon, D.D. Westbrook,
Joe Mixon. That's what I wanted to think.
Sterling Shepard, Dorial Green Beckham,
Dorial Green Beckham.
You got
oh my god,
Lane Johnson, Kenny Stills.
Oh, Lane Johnson was the one who be getting on my nerve. Well, every time we play Oklahoma.
Landry Jones.
Okay.
Ryan Burrows.
Who was?
DeMarco Murray. Sam Bradford, Gerald McCoy, Trent Williams. Gresham.
Trent Williams. How did I not know? How did I not call that one?
I know. Adrian Peterson. I don't know how we can call that name.
Oh my god!
Hey, listen. If y'all want to tell us how shameful y'all are of us right now in the comments, go ahead and do it.
Oh, hey! I'm looking up some stuff too. Florida State. Lavernius Coles. EJ Manuel. Boy, listen.
How we?
That's who it was.
EJ Manuel.
That's what I've been trying to think. EJ Manuel, bro.
All right. We definitely we owe y'all one on this one, people.
Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. I went to Florida State just now. I gotta look. Asante Samuel Jr.
Asante Samuel, yeah.
Burns, Derwin James,
how he ain't called Derwin?
Josh Sweat.
I just been blinking. I've been blinking. I've been blinking.
Robert Aguayo. That was the kicker. Robert Aguayo. That's his name.
Oh,
Ronald Darby, Trey Jackson, Carlos Williams, Nick O'Leary, DeMarcus Joyner, Devontae Freeman, Telvin Smith.
Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman had a hell of a season at Florida State.
He sure did.
Yeah. You got Xavier.
Oh,
Ward
Dunn. Ward Dunn too, ain't it?
All right. Stop before we embarrass ourselves anymore. Let's stop.
Yeah. Who else? Christian Ponder, Rodney Hudson, Myron Rule, the man who had like the 4.9 GPA, and he had the he been going. that national championship game, he went to Oxford to do the test, to study for that test, to take that test to see if he would become a doctor or not. And then he went back on the private jet and made it to the game with like 30 minutes left and played the national championship game.
That's dope,
Y'all remember
bro.
him? The cornerback?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, bro. That's dope, though.
All right, but that's a good list right there. That's
Lorenzo Booker,
healthy.
Ernie Sims. Ain't no way.
Hey.
Antonio Cromartie.
Since we all had to name my favorite team, can I at least get one person from my favorite team for Oregon? Can I get one person?
Who that?
DeForest Buckner. DeForest get in the backfield Buckner. If y'all don't know, if y'all don't know who that is, I just had to put that out there. DeForest get to the backfield Buckner. That's it. DeForest go up to play Buckner.
How would I say Greg Jones? He from Buford.
All right. You know what, Cheese? It is what it is. I think the people get it.
Yeah.
I think the people get it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that's it for the day, man.
Yeah. That was healthy.
That was a healthy block. And man, but shout out to Way Too Cool. Shout out to Soren players, man.
Yeah,
sorry
for
I
sure.
couldn't be here today. James would have definitely had Georgia on lock. He definitely had most of LSU on lock.
Yeah.
Next week, I guess we'll scramble around and see what's going on.
Well, hey, y'all let us know in the comments if y'all want us to talk about anything specific. We talk about anything. We'll talk about high school, Pop Warner, NFL, Hall of Fame, no matter any type of football, man. We just love to do this. So,
Yeah, we talk about little league football too.
Yeah,
hey, but we might come at you with
we can get Todd up on here. You know what I'm saying? Todd will break it down for y'all.
The
You know what I'm saying?
Canadian League, boy. You might talk about them.
Yeah, come on. So, hey, y'all hit us in the comments, man. Y'all let us know, man. We appreciate everybody who've been on this train from the beginning. We hope y'all stay the whole way, man. This is the going for the gusto train. So who knows how far we can go with this, man. So we appreciate it.
All right, man. Love, peace.